Something that we've learned about bees, they don't discern between a weed or a flower. They're only interested in collecting the good and transforming that plant source into something sweet and delicious. The people that we work with, some people may see them as weeds, but we know that there is still something sweet and good that we can help to transform and have a better community. It was exciting to be able to offer a viable work experience for formerly incarcerated men and women who wanted to turn their lives around. We chose to make honey-infused skincare products and raw local honey because we were at our wits' end. It was honestly the last idea that we had before we decided to maybe step out of this whole concept of launching a social enterprise business. And what made sense for us was talking with a group of beekeepers. We learned that beekeeping is a profession or a hobby that's passed on through storytelling. And I thought, wow, if that's what it requires, then I think most anyone, no matter what their education, no matter what their work experience, could learn the art and the science of beekeeping. And so that led us down this path.
I'm a head beekeeper at Sweet Beginning. I manage around 150 hives in the Chicago area.
I go to different Mariano stores and display our products. Advise people of them, let them know our story.
At Sweet Beginnings, I extract honey from bees, cut the wax off the top of it for the honey to be able to flow out of it. And you put it in an extractor and you fill it all the way up and it'll spin and throw the honey out of it and it'll pour out at the bottom. Well, coming up on the west side of Chicago, a lot of times all I ever seen was drug selling. And the fast money, the pretty cars, the pretty girls. So I eventually ended up trying it. So that led me off into a little life of crime that ended me in the penitentiary.
You know, we're defining success very clearly in three ways. First, it's the number of people that we're hiring. How many people are we able to engage in this type of work and then help them transition into permanent employment? So that is number one. Number two, it is profit margins. I mean, we certainly want to see that the business is profitable. Third, it's about measuring the recidivism rate. You know, what's wonderful is that through Sweet Beginnings, less than 4% of the men and women that have come through our program who have been hired by Sweet Beginnings have returned to prison. And that is true for the last 10 years. The national recidivism rate is roughly about 55%.
Oh, the best part of Sweet Beginnings is that they welcome you as like a family member. They gave me a chance. You know, they didn't look at me like somebody coming out of prison or anything. They just looked at me like somebody was coming on part of the crew.
I don't have any more bad in me. All I have is good. My thinking has changed. My heart has changed along with it.
Sweet Beginnings produce honey from the hood.